It is Tuesday the 24th of Crazy Quilty March. I am Pat Sloan. Friend, I am so happy that you are having so much fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We have a calendar. If you haven't seen it and you're just jumping in now and going back and doing the other ones, you can download the calendar. We'll be doing this again in April. March got kind of crazy for everybody, and it will continue to be crazy for a while. Our schedules and our lives are sort of turned all upside down, and this to me feels like a way for us to feel real grounded every day, even though you can't do maybe the challenge every day because you might have other commitments for your life, whatever's going on, but it'll be here. So you might be able to do a little bit. You'll at least be able to read it. You'll be able to join me for chatting. So I taped this yesterday when I taped the fireside chat. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the longer one on Monday evenings, that's always on Monday evenings, the challenge. I do post it on Facebook, and so you can see it there before the evening. Okay, so we have notions. This is kind of the cousin, maybe second cousin, third removed from yesterday's, which was a favorite tool. So yesterday our challenge was to look at a favorite tool and just it was an easy challenge. Tell me your favorite tool. So that was pretty interesting to hear your favorite tools. A lot of you had responded over on Facebook, and I found it fascinating because it was a huge range of tools. So notions, really what I want our challenge today to be a little bit deeper, meaning I would like you to find a notion that you own, that you have, one, either never used. We have those, right? Yeah, you got it. And then you saw it demoed in the store, in a class, you were at a show and somebody, your girlfriend bought it and you're like, I need one too. And then you never used it. So find a notion you've never used, or find one that you have not used for a really long time. Like maybe you used it once when you first got it like 6 years ago. And let's revisit those. Either visit them the first time if you never used it, or revisit that notion that you used a long time ago. The thing is, our skill sets change. So when you got that notion originally, maybe you weren't in a place to have time to try it. Maybe it needed a little bit more brain power and you were like absorbed in another project. You just couldn't take the time to sort of deep dive into it. That happened to me with the stripology ruler. I played with it a little bit, but when I did Gudrun's sew along the other day, the quarantine along, I then had a chance. I just stopped and watched her do the things and really looked at the ruler and looked at how she had designed it and did a little bit deeper dive into the mechanics of it, because it does a lot of things. You can just cut strips, but there's also a lot of angles and things that take a little bit more thinking, which luckily during the sew along she told you exactly what to do. So that was easy. So I just got to do it and then experience it. So you might have a tool like that just needs you to spend a little time with it, and if you have that brain space today, that would be really good. Or you might have that other tool that you got and you used once really a long time ago. So maybe when you used it, it didn't make sense, or maybe you just used it once for a project and then that was done. And now you just go get it out again and find out, is it something that you still want to use or might see yourself using in the future? Because if it's not, if you were like, okay, I did that once, I don't really actually think I'm ever going to use that again, maybe you have a friend you can give it to, somebody else that could enjoy it, learn from it, work with it, and then it sort of gets out of your studio space, out of your workspace, out of your storage area. So that would be nice, because sometimes they just stack them. And a lot of these tools are small. Like when I was showing you my red cabinet here with all the drawers, this stuff in here, it's tiny and it takes up space, and it doesn't have it doesn't store nicely, so you've got to have bins and dump them in. And I have to show you my ruler drawer sometime. Do we have rulers this month? Ooh, might have to have rulers next month. Yeah, because definitely have to have rulers. I have to show you my ruler drawer, ruler storage. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm digressing. So we're going to do a notion that you either have never used or it's been a long time, and revisit it today. And at a minimum, if you can't work with it, get it out, get it into your space so that it's out, so when you do have some time in the next few days that you can look at it. So for me, I am, I have this basket of stuff that has come in that I haven't really played with. And I do have one tool that I need to think about this. I've heard about these, and so I got this in, and it is for ripping seam. It's a fancy Jack the Ripper, very fancy. So it is electric. So I need to get, first of all, I need to get batteries in it. So I will take a look at that. So this just has, various things that I've gotten in that I haven't really found its new home, like a sewing brush. I like to try these different brushes. I like this one that's got a big fat place for your finger here, like it really holds on nicely. Because sometimes we have a lot of dexterity problems with our fingers, at a certain time in life. So this will let you hold on to that really easily and brush around everything. So I do want to try that, see how it works. Maybe that will be what I try today because it's easier than the seam ripper to try. I don't know if I have brain space. Alrighty. So I told you, did I mention that I will link to the Facebook group where I have challenge ideas for April. So go under the video here. There's always all this stuff linked. So you can go over there. And if you're not on Facebook, you should be. But if you can't, then leave comments here of any ideas you have, suggestions for challenges. So I will get the calendar out in maybe this coming weekend, because I think the 31st, what is it? The 31st is Tuesday, so definitely before that. So hopefully by the weekend I will get that out. So for me, my project between now and the 1st is the bloom-topia. The bloom-topia, I have to get, here's the charity cross stitch along. And so I have the flower done. Did I do the middle? Oh, I even did the middle. Yeah, it's white, so it's kind of hard to tell. So I did the middle, and so this guy. Now I still know that, see the two patchwork blocks, this one and then that one there, those that are patchwork next to the alternating with the butterflies. Those patchwork blocks I am going to redo. I don't like the colors that I use, the color combinations. I don't like them at all. So I will eventually get brave here and just snip it out. That's why I just want to just cut it all out and then take a little, just take a part on like here and just do like a coloring pencil, like just to see what color combination I want. I want something with maybe just two colors even. I might just alternate two colors and then alternate across the way. So if any of you have done that one that way, let me know. Another thing I wanted to ask you, which is funky, but I saw this and I'm not sure. I thought, oh, I don't know about that. These little flower, see these little flower holder, you wrap the floss on them. Yeah, so, I usually wrap them between each petal like this, so it goes across the middle. But I saw somewhere that someone wrapped it, that wrapped them like this around the outside, and there are different floss holders like this. These are plastic ones. I'll link you to those. But I thought, that's interesting. I can't decide if I like it though. Have you ever done it this way? I don't know. It just seems, maybe because I saw it only one place and they were using the cardboard ones, but I usually do it like that. So it just keeps wrapping around. Here I've got like two on here because I actually need some more of these flower things, I think. So that is the deep burning question today on How you wrap your floss. Oh, goodness. All right. We are going to have a fabulous day. Yes, we are. If you are up north, I didn't check the weather before I taped this, so I know it was freezing cold here. That's thus my comfy sweater and wool socks. So the Northeast is supposed to have a little last bit of winter blow through, a nor'easter, but I doubt we will have any snow here in Virginia. And as I say this, I better go look out the window to see what it's doing. So thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. I love you. You can do this. We have a lot of crazy scheduling with everybody's lives right now. So just breathe deep. Try to relax. Be good to yourself, okay? All right. I'll see you online. Mwah. Love you.